much better. Because I was like, oh God. But refreshed. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this whole thing set up here. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty, so that is working fantastically. So why don't we go ahead and get our lighting set up here. Red, orange, yellow, pink, green, blue, light blue, purple. I think we'll go with green today. I think green might be our color, or blue. Yeah, why don't we do blue? Blue looks nice. And then we'll do blue underneath. I don't even think you guys can tell, can you? Yeah, I can't tell the difference. If I was playing on my PC, you probably would. But my PC's not designed for streaming. It's just designed for gaming, not streaming. Because streaming has its own individual things. Stinking settings. I wish I could move like the camera on there to something else, but PlayStation won't allow me because this is PlayStation Live, y'all. The crappiest live streaming broadcast you can play. But this is why I don't really recommend it. But I am going to go ahead and put on me headset. It will only work in my left ear, guys, so just bear with me on that one, please. So we are going to be playing some ARK Survival Evolved. For all the people that have been on this channel, you know that me and Captain Cloudy stormed this game and built like stupid bases. But now we're grown men and we are still playing this game. That should show you something. So we are doing this today. So today we're actually going to be looking at the settings and how to do all of this stuff. So we have the TSOTF. I have no idea what that is. And the new ARK, the animated series, now streaming on Paramount Plus. You guys can go check that out. I have no idea. It's just right there. Okay, it's not sponsored by me, but if you take a look right there, okay, in the upper left hand corner, you'll see that. So if y'all want to see some freaking dinos animated, there you go. But no, today we're hosting and you guys are going to see the settings. We're going to get deep into the settings here. I don't have any of the DLCs, as you can see here, so we're going to, I have no idea what this is. What is this? Yeah, we'll go ahead and delete everything today. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I don't even have Genesis. Or do I? I don't know. I don't know what all I did. But we're going to go on the island. Because, you know, the island's cool. Completely. 100% cool, you know. Just kidding. Alrighty, so. Yeah, you guys are probably tired of me saying that. Ragnarok. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so there's a lot. So we're going to just play in the story. That's fine. Alrighty, so difficulty level. This affects the levels of creatures in the world as well as the quality of loot drops. So I'm assuming the higher it is, the better loot you'll get. And the level of the creatures. So we're going to keep this actually probably at a, let's keep that at a 5 for now, because I think it goes all the way up to 10. Oh, yeah, it goes all the way up to 1 point. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep that at half. I think that's fair. Dino damage. Okay, this specifies the scaling factor for damaged dinosaurs to deal with their attacks. So this is basically very common sense here of how much a dino is going to attack you. Okay? It's going to attack you, so guess what? We'll make that a 1.75, make it a little realistic. Player damage. of course, this is the damage that players in your map will deal with. So we're going to just make that just a little underneath that. I think 145 would be good because it says 1.6, so I'm assuming that's 1.60. So actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do 1.60 because, yeah, structure damage. So it specifies the scaling factor for the damage structures deal with their attacks. Example is spiked walls. So basically the traps that you set, how much damage is it going to be doing? And we're going to go ahead and set that up to be right at 1.45. This is actually kind of a reasonable one compared to other ones. That way, so that when you build, it's still more challenging. I think that's fair. This is how I typically deal with it with my stuff. When me and Captain Cloudy were playing, we were playing like idiots, where we put the XP multiplier, which we'll get into in a minute, all the way up so that we can increase our carry weight inventory, because when we started hitting wooden rocks and everything, we started getting like it by the hundreds, so we were like running out of storage space quick. So yeah, but for the damage structures, the spiked walls, definitely I would highly 100% recommend that you go ahead and put that all the way up, because that is definitely important for this whole thing. Okay, so this is the player resistance. So it specifies the scaling factor for the resistance to damage players receive when attacked. Higher values decrease resistance, increasing damage per attack. So this specifies the scaling factor for resistance to damage that a player receives when they're attacked. So how much resistance do you want them to have, pretty much? The higher value, so the higher the scale, the more resistance. The lower the scale, the more. So if I'm going to hit you, this will basically determine on how many hit points will that I can resist from you. So I'm actually going to keep this kind of at that level, because I think it goes all the way up to, yeah, it goes all the way up to 3. So we will just keep that at a low. Just put this at 1.00. We'll just keep that at a 1.00, and yes, you can modify the numbers too, but keep this in mind that they're also maxed out, because here's the thing. Your game is not going to be able to run half of this stuff. You're basically coding. This is kind of like coding at this point. When I was developing games in Roblox, this is what it looked like, sort of, you know, in a way where you had to read a script and it's like, okay, player damage at this level, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was basically just like that. So why don't we go to dino resistance? So this is basically the same thing, and I want to say that we're going to put the dino resistance a little bit up, because it would match the dino damage. So we're just going to put that up probably by the 145. I think would be probably decent, because, or no, actually, sorry, lower that. Actually, yeah, we'll do a 0.7. Player resistance, will actually lower that down to 0.85. That way, so then we can actually kill these suckers. Oh wait, no, hang on. I had that wrong. Sorry. You know what? I'm leaving this one up to you guys, because this is basically how you want. Do you want hard to defeat dinos, or do you want good to defeat dinos? So I'm just leaving it at 1.0, because here's the thing. They already have their set kind of thing. Structure resistance. So this specifies a scaling factor for resistance to damage structures received when attacked. Higher values decrease resistance, increasing damage per attack. So structure resistance. So if you have, like, say, a wall, and let's say you're being attacked by a dino, it's going to have to get through that wall. So how much resistance do you want on that wall? So I'm actually going to put a 0.55, because I want my structures to kind of be kind of there. Actually, let's do it as 0.85. I think that would be good. Player resistance, we'll put that down. We'll put these all at 0.85. That always kind of gives it kind of like good challenge, because we're going to be crafting weapons. Okay, I highly doubt it that they're going to get through with my kind of brain and Captain Cloudy's brain. I mean, for Pete's sake, guys. Right now, Captain Cloudy, he is in school right now. He's working on his GED to set up a future in engineering and welding. So he is like working his butt off, and he's been at it for a couple years. That's how come we don't have a lot of videos, because I've been working. I'm married now. I have things. But other than that, hit the like button for Captain Cloudy, because he will be playing this later on today. However, we probably won't be recording it because of the fact that, well, it's Captain Cloudy. Okay. So structure resistance, we already been through that. XP multiplier. This specifies the scaling factor for experience received by players, tribes, and dinosaurs. I was just getting ready to go into that. So, I can already feel the hate in the future from you guys. All you hardcore ARK Survival Evolved fans go like, why would you put the XP multiplier? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, here's the thing. I'm more of a builder. So when I create my class, I'm more of a builder. I want the type of things to come in, right? Your XP is a 3.0, which means it's going, like, you hit one chop of that tree, you're probably going to get about maybe 300 to 500 XP automatically. You're going to go jumping levels really quickly. So, but if you really want to do that, jack that up. If you don't, lower it down. I'm probably going to make it a 1.5. I think that's, well, hang on. Alexa, what is 3 divided by 2?
3 divided by 2 is 1.5.
1.5. Okay, so yeah, I was right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that at a 1.5. I thought it was 2 for a minute, but then I'm like, that's 4. So I'm like, but no, 1.5, so we'll keep it at 1.5. Taming speed. Okay, this specifies the scaling factor for dinosaurs' taming speed. Higher values make taming faster. So how quickly do you want to tame a dinosaur? Since this is probably all the way up to 3, we're going to do this at 1.5. The reason why I'm saying a 1.5 is because of the fact that some dinos are harder to tame. Okay, and if you jack it all the way up to 3, it's like you give them one treat, they're already done, right? I want it just to be slightly a little bit faster. So, keep that in mind. Okay, structure damage repair cooldown. This is the duration of time before a structure can be repaired after the last time it was damaged. 0 to disable it. So, how quickly do you want a thing to be repaired? For me, I want it to be repaired as soon as possible. Like, if I'm going to go repair my walls, I want it to be repaired. Okay? Because just like normal maintenance, but here's what I am want to do. I'm going to put, yeah, we'll put 100 down. I think that's fair. Because, you know, I think that's great. Having that, you know, kind of timer, but in a sense I kind of don't want that, and the reason why is because of the fact, well, duration of time before a structure can be repaired. If I'm going to have, let's say, another person join me, right, and they're like, here, okay, I'm going to go a little bit D&D on you guys here in a minute, but so let's say, for example, that in your troop you have a healer, you have a builder, you have a fighter, you have an archer, you have a paladin, you have all these different things, right? If I want my builder class to build something better, then I'm going to put that down to 0. Why? Because of the fact that I want him to carry all the supplies as I'm protecting him or her and build it up, right? So that's what I want that to be. Okay, so basically, let's say it's like a car. Okay, you got to get an oil change every once in a while. I want my maintenance man to change that oil, so it makes perfect sense. Now, dino turret damage. The higher numbers increased by percentage the damage turrets deal to dinosaurs. So the higher the numbers increase by percentage, the damage turrets deal to dinosaurs. So you heard it correctly. So, turrets that specify dinosaurs attacking to deal with dinosaurs. Okay. How much damage do you want for the turret to be against dinos? Well, it's quite simple. So I'm going to make it probably because this can go all the way up to what, 6? Okay, so then we'll make it at a 3.0. I think that's fair for everyone. Making that halfway. If I'm going to increase the resistance of a dino, and a turret would make more damage than a dino, obviously. So kind of make it a little bit realistic, a little bit. Because right now we're kind of setting it up for cheating just a little bit, but it's not like everything's like lowered and higher, you know, like my brother. My brother, whenever he plays these games, and if he has a chance, he would like set like the tick speeds in Minecraft to go extra far, like for like the tick speed to be like 0.100 or 0.25 or whatever, and then, you know, just cheating that way. Me myself, I don't mind a tick speed in Minecraft, but like I wanted to have some realism with it, you know, because then it's like, okay, well, I'm just speed running the game. You know, I'm one of those players that kind of like to do the long run distancing, you know, kind of have a peaceful gameplay like I do in Stardew Valley, which that's the game we can play too. But so harvest amount. So specifies the scaling factor for yields from all harvesting activities. Example, chopping down trees and picking berries. So this, so whenever you are harvesting, let's say berries or whatnot, let's say that you're harvesting, okay, hang on, let me go back. There we go. Specifies the scaling factor for yields from all harvesting activities. Example, chopping down trees or picking berries. So how much do you want to harvest from the things that you're going to farm from? Okay, now this I think goes all the way up to 3. Alright, then we will have it at a 1.5 because I don't want to get too over cucumbered, because of the fact that I've been that way before where I jacked that scale up, and believe me, I have like 500 thatch. I have a couple stacks of thatch in one go. It's really unrealistic, but I'll tell you what, I'm built bases off of that, okay? Now, player character water drain specifies the scaling factor for a player's water's consumption. Higher value causes players' characters to get thirsty faster. So for me, I think that this should be kind of a little bit lowered, because I believe it goes all the way to 3, right? Because most of these do. Yeah, these go all the way to 3. So I'm going to put this at a 0.5. I think that would work. Because of the fact that we are dealing with this type of thing. Sorry guys, I have a pillow underneath because the screws in my chair went up through this, so whenever I sit on it, I have like a screw going up my butt cheek. So it's weird. But anyways, but I'll tell you what, they are stable than once they once were. There we go. But anyways, I'd rather have my thirst not go too far. Because of the fact that, well, number one, I'm going to be thirsty all the freaking time, and if I'm going to have a fresh source of water, then we're going to be sad. So, player character food drain. So this specifies a scaling factor for a player's character's food consumption. Higher values cause player characters to get hungry faster. So we're going to set this also to 0.5. I think that would be great. That way, so then I have more time building and not really having to worry about a lot of different things. Especially if I'm having like the building factor go up. So, but Dino character food drain. Okay. So this one specifies a scaling factor for dinosaurs' food consumption. Higher values causes dinosaurs to get hungry faster. Okay, I think this should stay at 1, and I'm going to explain why. So dinosaurs, they probably move a lot faster. They have their own things, so they're going to get hungry a little bit faster than we are. We're humans. I'm not saying that this is like realism here or anything, because I'm like no biologist or anything, or human anatomy people. I don't know what the proper term is. But as far as this, you know, I would rather my dinos get hungry more than I would. So I think that's fair. Now, player character stamina drain specifies the scaling factor for players' character stamina consumption. Higher values causes players to get tired faster. So me specifically, I don't want to like die, okay, from a dinosaur. But I am going to run this down to a 0.5 because of the fact that, you know, I like to have kind of superhuman abilities whenever I play some games like these, because they're not really meant for realism. If you want realism, you know, go get a simulator. Okay, this isn't really realism. This is a video game. But these are the specs that I typically see. Because here's the thing, we have something in our thing here that gives us this type of stuff. So, I mean, think about that. Like, it's something. Like, there's like a higher calling, I want to say. But a dino character stamina drain. Okay, to have dinos get tired faster. I'm actually going to keep this up just at the same level that it's at, with the character food drain and the stamina drain. The reason why I'm putting players less is because that way then it's a more enjoyable experience for players than it is dinosaurs. No one's not going to dress up like a dinosaur and be like, oh, tame me. You know, unless if you're a freaking furry. I mean, you would like that, wouldn't you? But no. So we have this. So I think this would be great of having that. Player character health recovery. So this specifies the scaling factor for players' characters' health recovery. High values cause player characters to heal faster. So we're going to put this at a 1.5 because we do want that kind of healing to go faster. So that way, so then it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you know. And a dino character's health recovery. So we're not going to set this at all because number one, if I'm going to attack a dinosaur, I don't want them like recovering from when I'm chopping their head off several freaking times with a freaking bloody axe. Okay, I don't want them coming back at me going like, let me bite you. No, I want them dead. I want them dead. So. Player harvesting damage. Higher number increases by percentage the damage players deal to harvestable items. Higher numbers means faster resource collections. So, okay, so this one goes all the way up to 6, right? Okay, so we'll make this a 3. I'm not entirely sure what this one does. But it's higher numbers increase by percentage, so we can just go higher numbers increase the damage players deal to harvestable items. So the damage, so I think it's like if you chop down a tree or whatever, the more items you'll get faster for a resource. I think that's how it goes. So dino count specifies the factor for dinosaur spawns. Higher values increases the number of dinosaurs spawned throughout the ARK. Okay, so this we want down because I don't want to flood my game and have low speeds. So we're going to put this at a 0.5, put it at half because of the fact that, well, we want that. Okay, now we're going to this here. So this allows third-person camera. Yes, enable voice, global voice chat. I'm turning that off. Turn that off. Yes, I want to be notified when a player leaves and when a player joins. Admin logging, no, we don't want that because I don't want anyone hacking. Enable crosshair. Yeah, we can do that. Force no HUD. What is that? Okay, no. Disable loot crates. If checked, this will prevent spawning of loot crates. No, we want that. Hardcore mode, no. PvP. No, disable friendly fire. Yeah, we'll go ahead and disable friendly fire because I want like a peaceful map. Okay, so yeah, I do want players to know where they're at in their maps. Okay, so no tribute Disables downloading items, dinos. Okay, so I think... Okay, so I think that should be good as far as that. Now, if we take a look at the advanced here, this gets more in depth with it, so we're going to go over that. So, this enables PvP, prevent tribes from forming alliances with each other. So, we want tribe alliances. Allow tribe war. Yes. Allow tribe war cancel. So if checked, tribes may cancel an agreed upon war before it has actually started. So basically this is like, hey, you want to go to war? Check this for yes, check this for no. So, no, we won't do that. Allow cave building. Yeah. If checked, allows building in caves when PvP mode is also enabled. So these settings are kind of the things that you guys got to read off and figure out what you want. Like for me, I want a peaceful, buildable kingdom server, basically, where one people can set up a kingdom, the other can set up another kingdom, set up dinos and whatnot. So yeah, if you guys are wanting that, what is this? Affects the length of a timer or tribe can remain inactive before their structures can be demolished by players. Okay, I think this should be fair. If checked, the game will not have diseases at all. Yeah, I think non-permanent diseases would be great. Because if you die, you die. Force allow cave filters. Yep. PvP Tino decay. Alright, I think this should be good. Because there's just a lot here, as you can see here. And we can even have, like, going into baby, day cycle speed, nighttime speed. You know, so... Actually, you know what? Let me go. Daytime speed. Determines the length of each night. Okay, so we'll have it at a 0.5 day cycle. Right now, let me move this up. That's fine. Spoiling time. Okay. Crop growth speed. Okay, so I think we're good here. Because I don't think we need to really get into endograms. Yeah, because look, these are all the stuff that is allowed and what's not allowed. So if you like click on it, so like for this wooden wall sign, I just made it not allowed. You know, I want everything to be allowed in here. Sorry for the people that can't focus or concentrate on that. So I think we're good. So let's go ahead and play a single player server here. So I think this is kind of a good type of thing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And you'll see you'll see a difference almost immediately if you leave the settings alone. Like you could return back to the original settings if you wanted to. I know that you can. So if you wanted to go back to the original settings, you can. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, alright, character creation. This is one of my favorite things because it sucks. Okay, so skin color. Okay, who do you want to be? Okay, because this is me. Okay, and a lot of guys will go, female, look at that. You know, and then they'll be like, you know, if you are a child Okay, here's your warning. If you are a child, go away. Okay, so a lot of guys will just go like this, you know, and just create like something like this. No, sorry, they'll make like there we go. Here, I'll just demonstrate, and then they'll have like an hourglass body or whatever. See, look at that. See, a lot of guys would do that, but me, I'm more of a straight guy. You know, oh geez. So they would want that, but me, I want my character to at least look nice. So I'm going to do this. So hair color, you know what? Do they have like a blonde? I want to go blonde. Yeah, that'll work. Eye color. You know what? Yeah, let's go with like a red. Head size. Let's go bigger. Well, you know what? Let's change the eye color. Make it like a gold. Yeah, a gold. We'll go Goldie. We'll name this guy Gold. What up, Gold? Goldberg? You know, whatever we got to do. So, lower face size. Okay. Yeah, that 100% works right there. Ooh, 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 ooh. There. Ah! Okay. There we go. Alright, so since we're working on his face, might as well kind of get him set up there. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and work on that. When I'm looking like Mr. Bean. Because that's what it's starting to look like. Okay, we don't want him to have big bushy eyebrows, so we'll probably put that lower head size. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on his torso, actually. I think once we customize the body, I think it will be good and set. So if we go to chest, okay, I think that's pretty good there. Shoulders, will make them a little spread out. Hips. There we go. Torso. I think that will be good. That kind of looks good right there. I think that looks, yeah. I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll do torso height. So this will jack up his size. Okay. Alright. So, let's see here. So height, torso depth. Okay, so that's, oh, we don't want that. We don't want that. We kind of want it to be out a little bit, but not too out. There we go. I think that works. And then hands.
Warning. Your wife is calling.
Okay.
Pick up. You wouldn't want what happened last